Well, the committee report of the Committee on Ways and Means was approved yesterday, and the recommendation was to return the proposed compromise settlement of 211 million, or a discount of 82-83% of the total amount of 1.2 billion to the Executive Department. So a copy of the committee report, naaraman, you can access it. I would wish also that you get the opinion or the statement of Board Member Mike Villamor, who's the chairman of the committee. I wasn't there to preside the session that transpired, but nonetheless, the committee or the provincial board really acted accordingly, given our mandate to review all proposals, contracts, actions from the Executive Department that needs Sangguniang Panlalawigan approval. It's incumbent already on the Executive Department how they want to proceed. Basta ang action sa board is limited on the proposed compromise agreement of 211 million. Either we approve it or we disapprove it. In such case, gibalik, because we found it unacceptable to the provincial board. Ang amo ramang gidiri nga we are grounded by our duty to serve the people, to protect the interests of the Cebuanos, and to ensure that each and every centavo spent by the Cebu Provincial Government is fully justified and transparent. So when you talk about taxes and fees, that's a very delicate matter because di man guna namo kwarta na sa katawhan. So that is the whole essence of the design of the local government unit, that checks and balances between the executive and the legislative department. Well, that is being taken up by the Committee on Finance, chaired by Board Member Tining Martinez, and i-refer sana siya sa Committee on Laws and Ordinances, chaired by Board Member Nelson Mundigo. So ila ginang gitanaw ang legalidad, ang proseso, ug ang justifiability sa maong endorsement. No? So I would suggest that you also get their opinion. Diri gud sa provincial board, 20 man may kabuk. So no one is in control of the entire collegial body. That's the beauty of this 17 Sangguniang Panlalawigan, because each and every board member who has an assignment, who is chairing a particular committee, or even just as a member, has the chance to exercise his function in full. Well, ang provincial board mo review mong ginastanan nga mga kontrata nga i-enter into by the Cebu Provincial Government, which is headed by our Chief Executive Officer in the person of the Governor. No? So ini-duso nila ni any contracts, memorandum of agreements, and so on, or any legal instruments, i-review gina diri namo. So ug dili acceptably sa board, it's either we approve it or we disapprove it. In this particular case, because there was a negotiation that happened, motong the board felt na ibalik dito sa Executive Department for their further clarification, further evaluation and action, and dunay mga suggestions that were made by the committee. Moto nga, I suggest you look at into the committee because very detailed kayo to ang unsay proposed action sa ato ang gisuggest sa committee. As you all know nga, nag-joint committee hearing ang Committee on Laws and Ordinances ug ang Committee on Ways and Means. Dire. And several times nga amo ning gidiscuss sa informal meetings and caucus. No? So the board really took action. Kung angay ba ni, muna niya akong giingon, nga angayan ba before magsturya tagpila. Now there was also a finding there. Normally when there is a negotiation that is to be entered into or any action nga naagid untay Sangguniang Panlalawigan authorization. That has been done in the past, and I think that was included in the committee report. Kung doon ay action manggod maabot diri sa MUA, that goes to the floor leader. The floor leader assigns it to the committee whom he sees is appropriate to handle the matter. So if it involves taxes, fees, and other revenue-generating activities, then it goes to the Committee on Ways and Means. O pananglitan o it is concerning budgets or finance matters, then it goes to the Committee on Finance. So once na siya sa committee, moagi na diri sa amo ang session, buhatan gina siya floor action. Once approved na ang floor action, then the committee starts working already. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean nga o dunay action ang committee, ang tanan mo agree. We could also disagree on certain matters. We disag amo nang i-refer to another committee. In other words, once the endorsement is with us, it is already open for for discussion, deliberation, further actions. Wala na'y control ang presiding officer niya na because the presiding officer only presides the sessions and can only vote in case of a tie. And mo na nga dapat ang presiding officer should be impartial in all the discussions. Kung doon ako'y bias, ang presiding officer has bias, then mo assign ko sa president kaning pro tempore to assume or to any board member who is set to preside nga impartial gid siya. There is disclosure. So that is really how we work here. Well, doon naman tay Cebu Provincial Revenue Code and mo nay sumbanan sa tanan nga mga buhis nga bayranan sa mga taxpayers sa probinsya. Di lang kayo na limitado sa mga korporasyon, even individual. Nana diha ang real property tax, nana diha ang quarry fees, monitoring fees, amusement taxes, and all other taxes nga muna mo source of revenue sa probinsya. Kay kapatuyok sa lalawigan sa pagpahimo og mga building, pagpasimintog mga kadalanan, pag-fund sa priority projects sa atong governor. Like for example, social services, panghatag og mga ayuda, mga hospitalization benefit and all that. We derive portion of our income through the taxes that we generate. And that is embodied in the Cebu Provincial Revenue Code. So, doon ay disagreement ang pagkolekta o taxes ni ining Apulan and maybe so with other quarrying operators nga sukad pa sa 2009 hangtod 2004 kanang 1.2 billion mind you that is only up to December of 2004. So doon na mga kaso niya na kay naay mo claim nga mo ni angay nilang bayran or mo ni dili sila mo bayad og extraction on private lands while the local government code very well states nga you can. So naa diha ang disagreement. Munang dunay pending nga mga cases ni in particular kani siyang sa Apulan Quarry Corporation. But you separate the two ang Apo Cement lahi ni siya that continues to operate kani siyang Apulan mo na ni siya nakakuha og cease and desist order nga gilift at the start of this administration. This administration intends to enter into a compromise agreement. Naay negotiation nga naitabo nila dito sa executive department, wala mi kibaw diri sa provincial board. So when they came up with the proposed compromise settlement, they wanted to settle at an amount of 211 million pesos or a discount from the 1.2 billion assessment of 1 billion pesos. Motoy among tan-aw nga i-review ni sa provincial board. I don't want to preempt unsay action sa executive. It's really incumbent upon them how they will pursue if ever they want to pursue this deal. Ilan na, it's really beyond us already. So, amo ra diri nga, it's really mo review me, accept, approve, or not. Mo nang among decision was to return with our findings and comments.